What's good? So Dokkan tweeted this out yesterday, talking about 11th year anniversary missions and stuff like that, being able to get some Dragon Stones and all that stuff from the chess tickets and everything here, and pretty dope stuff like that. But since they done that, I was like, yes, this is perfect time for me to go ahead and give my like early predictions of what the 11th year anniversary. Now, if you've been following videos and stuff like that, and also live streams and everything, you know that I've said it quite a bit of things that I'd like to see for the 11th year anniversary, but I didn't give the full grasp of the things that I want to see from the 11th year anniversary. And this is me going to be doing that now. So I do have a bunch of tabs up here. If you've kind of sort of already been looking over here and you jumped ahead of things, you're probably like, is this what you're going with? Yeah. But give me your feedback in the comment section below. Hype or not, you be for this, and also your predictions of what you'd like to see as well too. So first thing I'm going to go ahead and say is I'm going to get this out the way really quick. Hit that like button. that's not it. But what I'm gonna say is I'm gonna say the sub sort of plot, really like the theme sort of around like the little sub. It's not the main. I'm gonna say it's probably gonna be a little bit of diamond. It could be Super Saiyan 4 Goku, Super Saiyan 3 Vegeta. That could be Kid Buu in there. They could finally give us Kid Buu in there. Like that's like 4 predictions right there that could possibly be popped up in here, and that would be like the big bad thing. That's the sub that everybody's like, oh, but that's not the main. But everybody's like, oh, finally. Like I can see that sort of being the thing and running this play, and I've been saying that for quite a bit of time in Dokkan Battle and all for the videos and stuff like that, since we've been necessarily really getting diamond, knowing that everything else is coming up before. Then they've already done Goma, and I'm like, okay, but that takes Goma off the list right off the bat, because Goma's going to be good for a while. Who else? And we still got a few characters in between there. Now, the main sort of focal point that I'm going to go ahead and say is I'm going to start this off really quick by going to the card. Okay, so you're looking at the cards, you're seeing the cards, you're looking at all of them, you're like, damn, all the LRs that's come out over the years, yada yada yada. You're just looking and going through it. Let's focus back on these two really quick, because they're going to get easy A's in a couple of weeks. In a couple of months, they're going to get easy A's, right? For the 11th year anniversary. They're going to be absolutely probably cracked out of their mind. Let's be honest. Look at those units and see how they pretty much perform. I mean, look at the last ones we got. Like, look at them, and then look over here and see exactly what we're looking at through here, and then just basically do with the information that you want, and pretty much Birdman hand all the way through and go, okay, I see what you're cooking with here, and these guys are going to be absolutely insane. But one of the things that's really crazy about these guys is because they both have Spear Bomb, right? They both have Spear Bomb built into them. And I'm going with this theme on, okay, we're probably going to get something that's going to be somewhat at least have some kind of, I would say, connection with it. And the thing that I'm looking at is Spirit Bomb for this 100%. Now that we got them two out of the way, because we know, what's going to happen there. We just got Android. Okay. Like, we just got Android starting to get love, and they still got to get a little bit of love, going forward. But remember, when I always say in Dokkan, if you go and you look at the calendar of Dokkan over the years, and then you see that certain things are necessarily missing out of the year, that means not being touched whatsoever, then you understand and realize that, like, this should be happening here and that should be happening there. Like, why is this category not being touched yet? Like, androids was one of those, and androids have now been touched. They know, and we know, that they're going to get better over time, especially, seeing as we got 16, we got easy A's and super easy A's, and yada, 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 can still be going on for them guys. Like, so we know that eventually going forward, they've started it, and we'll get more to help that team, that category out over the probably year or so. Now, the one that has not been touched necessarily at all right now, that we're going to go over down to right here. We're going to go down to Planet Namek Saga. Planet Namek Saga hasn't been touched. And yeah, you already know. So my predictions currently right now for the main is seeing as we're in the 40th Dragon Ball celebration and stuff like that for the anniversary. I'm expecting where not the height, but the true turning point of height really started in Namek Saga, basically the end of Namek Saga when we got SSJ. That's basically what I'm going to go with here. I'm going to go with a Goku, probably a base Kaio-Ken Goku or something that has a Spirit Bomb and then probably has an active skill that transforms into Super Saiyan. So this might be a situation where it's Goku, base form Goku that has, maybe a Kaio-Ken attack in there, stuff like that, and then has maybe a Spirit Bomb for a standby, or maybe that is the active skill. But I have a very good feeling that after the Spirit Bomb is done and stuff like that, then maybe in a situation, maybe it's like you get a revive from this, and you get Super Saiyan Goku, so you get that legendary sequence there of Super Saiyan Goku. I'm gonna assume something along the lines with this one, because we can't just have like a standard Goku, and then that we don't have if I'm not mistaken in the game currently right now, we don't actually have that Goku that does base form and then transforms to like with the Spirit Bomb. We do have a base form to Super Saiyan of the STR Goku that I'm covering up right here, but we don't necessarily have the LR format of that card, and we're basically missing that. And again, this guy stacks, so this will probably bring him in the 4 of everything right there. Now, obviously, you know where I'm going with this. The counterpart will be a Frieza. We can finally get a Final Form LR Frieza that transforms into full Power Frieza. Again, Link part right there would be absolutely insane, and they're stackers. So you go into hard sort of form content, they're going to be good. And if, again, the new units, seen as the trend for everything, is giving a lot of support out, well, if they get support out even further, even if they're second slots or anything like that, because like technically speaking, Goku and Frieza, kind of are, slot ones, especially Frieza and stuff like that, especially if you get and everything to get that. Like if it's a situation like that, then boom, there you go. Like we're good with that. Like that's too mad. Like I don't, like me personally, I don't care what most people say. They're like, nah, I ain't with that or not. I know for a fact that this would sell quite a bit, and I know from Japan's sake that this would sell quite a bit in the community. Now, the only other necessary thing that you have to really worry about is that every year we kind of sort of get a leader skill sort of increase or something like that, maybe to do something a little crazy this year. Now, predictions, we still don't have the type bender units back again or whatsoever at all, and I would love to see Goku and also Frieza be have either a main leader skill of super and extreme, 220 or 250, whatever, if they want to do at that point in time. Like I would not mind that whatsoever, and then have like the sub be Planet Namek or Super Saiyans, or Goku's case Super Saiyans or Pure Saiyans, 2 categories right in there as well too that are still getting like maybe like 200% or anything like that, but it actually be the type support or the super and extreme, because again, we're still lacking super and extreme full out leader skills at this point in time. Like we don't have that 200% at all at this point in time. And again, 200% in this game is not bad whatsoever at all, especially if it's all super and all extreme put into one team. You can already sort of lick your chops right now and think to yourself, damn, I could put this and this on the team. Oh, they're gonna be hurt. Oh, they're gonna be real hurt. And again, you got to figure out if we would probably get the sort of stacking mechanic for these units as well too, or if they're just going to be like too far at that point in time that they don't necessarily really need to stack. Like they're always going to be doing X amount of damage each turn, or something like that. Have already have like the damage reduction or anything along that lines. Like we don't know what that power creep is necessarily going to look like, but I can tell you right now, with those units bringing it in, let's be real here, those were the original 2 units from Z realized that kind of like brought in like like they were like Namek Saga was pretty much like okay, this is what we're doing now. So it makes sort of sense if that's necessarily the case. Now, one of the reasons why I necessarily am going with this and showing you this and not just going through and being like, oh, well, this unit can get an easy A, that unit can get an easy A out of this. Because trust me, there are quite a few in here that can get easy A's, sub easy A's, super easy A's, all that good stuff out through here. And you still have like Ginyu Force getting a super easy A out of this as well too. Don't get me wrong. I can see it. There's obviously quite a few people that ain't gonna get or anything out of this, but you can see that the category is not like, it's not crazy. Like these all SRs and SSRs. Like this isn't a huge category, like whatsoever at all. It's just got some units in it, and then that's honestly really about it. Like it hasn't been touched quite a bit, and you can go through and look at the Friezas that are necessarily in here, like this guy right here that legitly does need an easy A. Same thing with the Kaio-Ken Goku down here, and also this Frieza too that needs easy A's. Like, I mean, that's already 3 units right there that need easy A's. Now, I'm not even going to go ahead and count this Goku because I can't remember if he was 2022 or 2023, but if he's 2023, then that would align him in for an easy. Oh, he was 2022. He was 2022. Yeah. So you can already know at this point in time that what I'm saying is low-key making a lot of sense here. Now, with this, and again, like these Friezas getting a sub easy A's, Goku getting a sub easy A, and then Transforming Super Saiyan Goku getting an easy A, a super easy A out of this. Makes a whole lot of sense for these units, because again, a lot of these units already have easy A's, and then some of them are already too early to get easy A's or even super easy A's out of this. But again, with support, stuff like that we'd be going through this one, it would make these units quite a bit better. And I think this Piccolo as well too can get a sub easy A, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, he can get a sub easy A as well. You can see sort of what he's doing with each turn, and with each attack performed, and already recovering HP and stuff like that. Now, if you're still sort of following me right now, because I already got these two, as obviously we know they're going to get easy A's. I've already made my connections on to who I think is going to be the main focal point, and then also who I think is going to be the sub point out of this celebration. But so let me go ahead and say this: what is something else that Namek is necessarily important with? Like, what is it tied to as well? If you're already like, oh, well, cooler. Make a lot of sense why we ain't got that cooler easy A, huh? Both of them, huh? So let's go on over here with the sort of other easy A's from the actual celebration of the LRs, and then also the EX as well too, what we're going to go ahead and look at. So let's pop it on down here real quick and go, well, here's cooler right here. So you could be like, okay, well, cooler wasn't on Namek, but I get what you're saying here because, well, he's first on this, and he's also the Dokkan Fest. So you can come on down over here, and then you can see where I'm thinking Goku, Spirit, like Burku, and then also you have these two down here. So I'm thinking Burku and cooler probably get easy A's within the celebration, like while we're in the mist. And then the EX part is Metal Cooler and also Goku and Vegeta Super Saiyan here as well that get their easy A's. So now you have the 4 easy A's for the LRs in the new format that it will probably go absolutely insane. And you also have about like what, 3 or 4, 5, depending on new Goku, if it is new Goku and stuff. Now you have 5 Super Saiyan Gokus on the team, and not even just Super Saiyan Gokus, but other units as well too that will literally go absolutely insane. And let's be real, this is like one of the units that I've been looking for the most, and I mean the most, out of Dokkan to actually get an easy A is them. Like Burku, I've been very hyped about getting an easy A as well too. Like these two characters, these two cards, in my opinion, will move so differently in Dokkan. And if you got them, you know, Rainbow especially, you know that these guys are going to go absolutely wild. But I've been ranting and raving for the past, what, all of this year, all of 2025, about whenever Cooler, Metal Cooler, and this Cooler, Final Form Cooler, get their Easy A's into this. I've been raving about this for so much in this game of like how this is necessarily really going to go, because you have to realize that, again, these guys, he already recovers 10% at the start of the turn. 2, he's got that. He already covers another 10% when 50%, when HP is 50% or less. And then the more HP remaining, defense, there's a little gnat flying around, and I'm about to lose my shit. I am about to lose my shit because it gets all up in my fucking face, and I'm want to like, but I don't want to hit my nose, and you know what I'm saying? Like, but it's like all in my face right here, and I'm trying to like bob and weave it out, and it's gonna catch some hands in a second if you don't leave me the fuck alone. Now, back to what I was saying. But look, you still have recovers another 10% HP. There you have another 10% HP right there at the end of turn, and then again you have unarmed attacks, great chance to nullify. You can already see sort of the blueprint of how this unit is going to be pretty much broken when he gets an Easy A, if they do it the right way and they don't actually fumble his kit whatsoever. Look there it is. Like you were, bro, you were real close. You were real close. Just stay the fuck over and you'll live. All right, stay over there and you will live. But you can already see he already has when this character is KO, revives as well. Like, this guy has so much. And again, this is the big thing right here that I'm very sort of iffy about, because they could take this unit and go from it being like, say it goes up to maybe like 200%, and it still is like 4 key or 8 key or something like that, or you know, something crazy like that right off the bat, and that's like, damn. But it's infinite. It's infinite. So if they take it to a situation where it's like, yeah, it's gonna, like Festival Battle per se, like it'll just keep stacking and stacking. Like if they turn that into a stack, like an infinite stack, then it's like, oh, well, shit. This guy right here, I said yesterday in the video that I have like Gotenks was in like my top like 10 or 15 like actual LRs. This guy is in my top probably 5. Like my top 5 LRs that we currently have in Dokkan, not foreseen LRs or anything like that. He is in my top 5. And I'm telling you right now, if they build him correct, he is going to obliterate. And that the same thing can be said again for where you at, buddy? Where are you at? For the Goku. And not Goku, but the damn where you at, buddy? The Piccolo. The Piccolo down here as well. Like, this guy is on the same level of like, there's no way you can fumble these kids whatsoever at all. And I don't even want to get started on him, because everybody remembers how absolutely just like literally a nightmare that he was for events. Like, everyone remembers that. And him with the Easy A. Do I need to say anything else? I feel like I've made my point. I do. I feel like I made my point of how this whole celebration would just be absolutely goated. I feel like, and again, that's just, you know, that's the main shit. And then you the sub shit that I was talking about with Diamond still going crazy over there, going like, oh my God. But just from the things that I'm saying right now, we would have like a crazy 11th year anniversary. You can already factor in how many Dragon Stones I pretty much already said by Easy A's here. And then obviously the sub Easy A not being as much, but you know what I'm saying? We'll get all the medals for them through this and stuff like that. So that would be great there. Love that they do that now, but be great there. So you come back over to it and let me know. Let me know if I'm cooking or not with this. But other than that, have an awesome day / nice day, safe, and I'm out. Peace.